They didn't appear the same time as the Lord. They appeared after him to carry on his mission. So from that we can conjecture that many great eternal associates of Prabhupada appeared with him to help Prabhupada establish the Sankirtan movement all over the world. However, we cannot say that other eternal associates of Prabhupada cannot appear after him to carry on his mission. So we can expect to see that not only exalted are those devotees who were initiated by Prabhupada and were trained by Prabhupada, but those who have an eternal connection with Prabhupada, they also may be appearing in this movement subsequent from now in order to carry on Prabhupada's mission. And why not? Here's an example. Why he didn't appear when Mahaprabhu was there? And Narottam, Srinivas and Shyamananda, they all appeared after Mahaprabhu. They're all eternal associates of the Lord. Padmavati Nodi Ati Dekte Shundor Taranga Pulena Sotra Ati Manohar. Mahaprabhu, he appreciated the beauty of the Padma river. A truly beautiful river. Her lapping waves and swift current were pleasing to the mind. And the enchanting forests. Here we in Murari Gupta Shripa, we have so many nice enchanting forests. I wonder where that path goes. Some mystical, exotic place where Mahaprabhu is there in the jungles and different devotees are there doing tapasya and penance. We can take a stroll down there later and meet some of those tapasvis living in the forest. So the enchanting forests were there. Make sure that kid doesn't fall off. I'm not so sure that was actually designed for that purpose. However, kids have a very creative mind. The forests around the Padmavati were very enchanting, and the Lord stayed there. He stayed there, and actually he based himself there on the banks of the Padmavati for several months. And devotees from all over Bangladesh, now Bangladesh, then East Bengal, they came and they learned from Mahaprabhu. Bangladeshi Golchandra Korile Pravesh Adda Piha She Bhagad Dhanna Bangladesh. From the moment that the Lord entered East Bengal, the land became blessed and remains so even today. Nimai Pandit Addapak Shiromani Ashiye Achen Sharava Dike Hoile Dhwani. Because the great professor, the Shiromani, the crest jewel of all the teachers, Nimai Pandit, the crest jewel of all the scholars, has arrived in our country. Therefore it has become so auspicious. And Mahaprabhu, he began training and teaching the devotees. Today, after our session, we're going to go and take a look at the training center we are building here in Mayapur, and following in the... I wasn't thinking of that now, but now I'm thinking it's quite relevant. Following in the example of Mahaprabhu and setting up the systematic educational programs. And they said that they all came and they said, we've studied your commentaries, your Mahaprabhu's commentaries. They had studied. And now we consider ourselves so fortunate that we can come and actually learn from you directly. Shai Bhagye Addapiha Sarva Bangladesh Sri Krishna Sri Chaitanya Sankirtan Kore Sri Purush. And so for that reason, because Mahaprabhu visited there, still today the people of Bengal are very much inclined to the Sankirtan mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, particularly East Bengal. So Mahaprabhu, he began training devotees, and hundreds came from all over Bangladesh, and he stayed there for 2 months, teaching students. Kota Shata Jan Padavadi Labiya Ghore Jai Ar Kota Aisha Shunia. It says that some students came and they received certificates. Padavi Labiya. And others came and they simply sat and listened. But some actually were certified and they were given certificates of, it says degrees, different degrees and certificates. Now you know what happened in Navadvip when Mahaprabhu was there in East Bengal? You know what happened? Anybody know what happened? Like to hear what happened? Lakshmi Devi, Mahaprabhu's young wife, she couldn't tolerate separation from Mahaprabhu. She was only 16 years old. Lakshmi Devi, Mahaprabhu, she's an eternal associate. And they met one day. She would take bath every day 3 times in the Ganga. She would take bath every day 3 times in the Ganga. Now who goes 3 times? Maybe some people go once. Who's going every day? 3 times every day, Lakshmi Devi. She was so pure. And Sachi Mata, she would see Lakshmi Devi, and she was thinking. One day she blessed Lakshmi Devi. May you get a Vaishnav husband on the level of Lord Shiva. And she was thinking that actually she would be a very wonderful, a very appropriate wife for my Nimai. And then that's another long story we can hear another time when you come to Mayapur. So she's Lakshmi Devi, Lakshmi, and Lord Vishnu she's the consort of Lord Vishnu, and she appeared just to associate with Mahaprabhu Nimai as his wife. And actually, when they first met, their eyes met on the bank of the Ganga, and they recognized their eternal. Mahaprabhu smiled and she smiled before they were married. And they were married. So Lakshmi Devi, she couldn't tolerate the separation from Mahaprabhu. At night time she couldn't sleep. She just lay there crying all night, sobbing without Mahaprabhu. And seated on the bank of the Ganga, with her mind and heart fixed on the lotus feet of the Lord, she went deep into meditation and she left her body. And another time also you can hear when Mahaprabhu returned. It's quite interesting. He was there several hours at home, and relatives were coming, and Sachimata, and he was taking meal, taking rest. Before he even asked, so where is Lakshmi Priya? And then he called Mother Sachi, said, why your face is so dark? Where is your daughter-in-law? And then she said, she slept. So that's what happened. Anyway, Mahaprabhu, he was there teaching for 2 months in East Bengal, and then he decided to come back to Mayapur. And all of the people and the villagers and the students, they all brought various gifts of things that were valuable to them: gold, silver, drinking vessels, mats, soft and warm blankets, and variety of clothes. They gave all these gifts to Mahaprabhu. And he began his journey. He was about to begin his journey back to Mayapur. Now at that time there was one Brahmin from East Bengal. His name was Tapan Mishra. And it describes that Nija Ishta Mantra Shada Jap Radre Din Shawashti Nahike Chita Shadanga Bin. But he actually had a mantra. He was chanting Nija Ishta Mantra Shada Jap Radre Din. He was chanting mantras. But he didn't have shiksha. He didn't understand. He constantly chanted the name of Krishna, but he wasn't given instruction. So he was perturbed. And this is interesting because definitely in Bengal there is still a sentiment that you need to have a guru. And that guru means a Diksha guru, that gives you a Diksha mantra. And then once you have Diksha mantra, then your business is done. You don't really need any more guru. But this is not actually the proper understanding. Guru means Diksha and Shiksha. And predominantly one requires the Shiksha. Here's an example. He had the Diksha, but it wasn't clear. So in ISKCON, Prabhupada is facilitating that by emphasizing so much on Shiksha. Just like you can be a devotee in ISKCON and you can chant Hare Krishna and you can serve, and even without taking Diksha. Even without. It's not a compulsory thing. And you can follow all the principles, and you can participate in preaching, and you can serve, and everything. And then opportunity for taking Diksha is there, then you can increase your service. You can worship the deities in the temples, and you can become take more responsible role, become preacher, leader, but it's not a compulsory thing. Because Prabhupada has given actually all of the teachings in his books, which we regularly read. Therefore he instituted the morning and evening program, in which there's every morning in the ISKCON temple you'll hear the class, Srimad Bhagavatam. And every evening you'll hear the class, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So actually this is the important feature of Vaishnava Sangha, not that you just get mantra and then nothing else. You have to get the regular support, you have to get instruction, you have to get, as Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, Tadvidi Pranipadena Pariprashnena Sevaya. That you take shelter of a guru in 3 ways. Pranipad means you this is Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter. Pranipad, nipat, you fall down, you show respect and worship. Pranipadena, Pariprashnena, Sevaya. Sevaya means you serve, and in ISKCON we have so much service, and that's all Guru Seva. It doesn't necessarily mean that the Guru has to ring you up every day and say, okay, Prem Prakash, today I want you to go to Murari Gupta Shripat and play Mridanga. Chant Hare Krishna. You don't have to do that. Because the Guru has already said you serve in the mission. Guru has said you serve in the mission, under your authority you serve, that's service to me. So everything we do is Guru say, that's Sevaya. But there has to be pariprashnena. Pranipatena, pariprashnena, Sevaya. Pariprashnena means you have to inquire. And you will find in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, in one of the first steps of Choi Shakti Anga, 64 items of sadhana. Sadhana is what we do to awaken prema, have to practice sadhana. So amongst the first 10 items is sadhu marga anugamana and sadharma pricha. You have to inquire about the eternal religious principles. You have to inquire. That is a process. You have to hear, and you have to ask questions, and you have to inquire. And even at the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna asks Arjuna, Kachchit eta shrutam partha. But ekagrina chetasa, hey Partha, have you heard this with ekagrito, cheta, with fixed mind, attentive mind? Kachchit agyana samoham pranastasthedananjaya. Is your ignorance and forgetfulness now destroyed as a result of listening to me attentively? So this indicates that the effect of taking the shiksha and listening is that your doubts and your ignorance is destroyed. Kachchit agyana samoham pranastasthedananjaya. Has it been completely destroyed? Pranasta, it's not even nashta, but pranast, completely destroyed. So the hearing and the taking of shiksha, that will completely destroy your ignorance and will remove your bewilderment and your forgetfulness of your relationship with God. So this is all understood here from the example, that he came because he wanted instruction. And therefore it's so important that when we associate with devotees, so we take instruction, we hear from them, and we develop relationships. We take shiksha from a devotee who can provide us answers and can provide us the clarity of how to serve Krishna. They can provide, just like in the beginning of Gita, Krishna asked Arjuna asked Krishna that Karpanda dosha apahata savava prichamitam dharma shamudha cheta. Now I'm all confused. He was standing there in front of the two armies. Everyone was expecting him to fight. He dropped his Gandiva bow. Oh, Govinda, I shall not fight. He was completely bewildered. He needed counseling. He needed advice. He needed clarity. Dharma shamudha. I'm bewildered about what I should do. Yat shreyatam nishtitam bruhitam me shishashteham shadi mamtam prapanam. Now you kindly, decisively tell me what is best for me. I am your disciple, a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. That shreyatam nishtitam bruhitam me. Bruhi, you tell me. Bruhitam me, you tell me. Nishtitam. Nishtitam means decisively or definitively. Nishtitam. Nishchit? You know that word? Nishchit? That's a Hindi word. That shreyatam nishtitam. So we need a guru to actually, even though we have Prabhupada's books and we can regularly read, but we need a guru to actually give us nishchit, to give us the decisive guidance. Yes, you should do this. No, you shouldn't do that. Yes, you should. Is required. And then ultimately, after developing a relationship of shiksha with a devotee who you trust, then you can take the diksha from that person. Take diksha. And then the relationship is very helpful. You have a close relationship, you're very committed, and that person is committed to you and able to provide ongoing instruction to you. That is the guru-sishya relationship. And you may have many shiksha gurus. So you have one diksha guru, who's also a shiksha guru, that may be, and then you have other shiksha gurus who are also qualified representatives of Prabhupada, and they can also give you advice. And in this way we can get full support through the society that Prabhupada has provided us. So Tapan Mishra, he was initiated, he had mantra, but he was completely confused. And in a dream, he had a dream. And in the dream, an effulgent person, looking like a demigod, appeared to him. And they said, go and meet Nimai Pandit. He is here now, in your locality. He's very fortunate that he has come. He's not an ordinary mortal, not an ordinary teacher, not an ordinary guru. He is none other than the Supreme Personality. He is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So go and surrender to him, and he will clarify all of your doubts. But do not tell this to anybody, what I have revealed to you. Otherwise, he said that everything will be lost. So he went to the bank of the Padmavati, and he saw Sriman Mahaprabhu surrounded by hundreds of students, and he threw himself down at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. And he said, Sadhya sadhana tatta kichunai jani kripa kore ama proti kahibe apani. Sadhya and sadhana. What is the way of achieving it and what is the goal? I don't know anything. You can only be merciful and you instruct me. And Mahaprabhu gave some very interesting instructions. Now, this time remember that he's not himself, he's not demonstrating the pastimes of a devotee. As we were hearing, we've been hearing the last few days, he's still in the mood of a scholar and enjoying the pastimes of a teacher. And he says, Ishara bhajan, ati durgama apar, juga dharma stapiyache kori parachar. It's not so easy to understand the principles of God consciousness, and for that reason the Lord appears in every yuga to re-establish and to clarify what is the process of religion for approaching Him. And he quotes, Paritranaya saranam vinashaya chaduskritam dharmasham stapanataya sambhavami juge juge. And then Mahaprabhu says that in the different yugas the Lord appears and He propagates a different process for the age. And Mahaprabhu said, Kali Juga, Dharma Hoy, Nam Sankirtan, Chari Juge, Chari Dharma, Jivide Karon. In each yuga there's a different process, and in the Kali Yuga the process is Nam Sankirtan. Ata Eva Kali Juga Nam Jageshar, Ar Kona Dharma Koilo Nahi Hoy Par. The Nam Yagya, the chanting of the holy names, that is the essence of Dharma in the Kali Yuga. No other process will be of any use to you. Shuna Mishra, Kali Juge, Nahi Tapa Jagya, Jai John, Bhaje Krishna, Tar Mahabhagya. Listen, Mishra, in the Kali Yuga, you will get no effect from doing austerities or yagya. Yagya, homa, in Kali Yuga is not going to yield effect. Or tapasya. Tapasya, even tapasya means different things. You may take vrata, fasting, and different penances, or you may mona vrata, moni, write it on a chalk and blackboard. I need a glass of water. No, that won't work in Kali Yuga. Or even sannyas. Even sannyas, even accepting sannyas is not going to please the Lord in Kali Yuga so much. These things not. Why? Because in Kali Yuga you won't find any real authentic sannyasi anyway. Like Mahaprabhu's sannyas. Mahaprabhu, he had nothing. Even he had danda, and Nityananda Prabhu broke that because he said, "Why is this sannyas? You're God. You don't need to take sannyasi." Took bath in the river there on the way to Puri. Nityananda Prabhu broke the danda, came back. Mahaprabhu said, "Where's the danda?" Nityananda Prabhu said, "I don't know. Maybe you fell and broke when you were dancing. I don't know." Mahaprabhu very angry. All I had was that danda. That was my only possession. And now you go ahead or you go behind. You're not coming with me to Puri. Murari Gupta was there also. And so Mahaprabhu went alone to Puri. And when he came in front of Jagannath, he fell down. Sometime if you go to Puri, you go to Puri sometime? Yes. We'll come along. We'll say something. There's so many nice things we can say in Jagannath Puri. So many nice leelas. We didn't go to Puri anytime, huh? Puri is so nice. So Mahaprabhu, he came into Puri, he came into Jagannath temple alone. And he saw Lord Jagannath, he fell down unconscious. You know the story? And the guards were going to throw him out. And Sarvabhauma said, no, look. Asta Satvika Bhav, friend, special, Mahabhav. Took him to his house, etc. So, sannyas, in ISKCON, why we have sannyasis? And only because we need for organizing the preaching. It was just here, we didn't mention the other day, but at Chaitanya Math, in this Radha Kund, where Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Samadhi Mandir, where we went Krikram, and then we went down to Shyam Kund. So before the Chaitanya Math was there, before that land was there That's the place where Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he performed the Sahasrakoti Nam Jagya. This is before he started preaching mission. He was just one Baba. Young man though, he was only young, only early 30s. He was also a great scholar, so much absorbed in scholarship. But then for 9 years, he sat there every day and he chanted more than 160 rounds. How many rounds we're doing? We're doing 16 rounds. Who's doing 16 rounds here? Okay, doing 16 rounds. So it's quite an effort every day. Imagine 9 years every day, 160 rounds. Can you imagine that? And I think we saw we saw there that he would eat on the stone. 9 years. Where is the person who could perform such austerity? He Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And then after that he had a vision. Panchatattva appeared. He wanted to chant 1 million or 1 billion names, or whatever it is. Sahasrakoti. That's 1,000, 10 million, or something, 10 million names or something. You know. So he did that. And then after that, the Panchatattva, whole Panchatattva appeared to him. They said, what are you doing here, sitting in the jungle? How are you going to spread the Sankirtan movement that's sitting here in the jungle? You go to Calcutta, you start the mission. We will be with you, we will help you. So on that day, he sat down in front of the picture of Gokishore Das Babaji. We saw Gokishore Das Babaji Maharaj Samadhi. He sat down in front of the picture. He initiated himself into sannyas. Yeah, it's here. He initiated himself into sannyas. And she had long hair and beard. For 9 years he's there, not worrying about his body. He only had one lota. He'd used that for everything. Bathing, drinking, eating, everything. Collecting water. So he shaved head, and put on saffron cloth, sannyas danda. Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Goswami Maharaj ki. So he accepted. Already he was on such a level of transcendence, he didn't need to take sannyas for purification. He took sannyas because there's a position of leadership. To accept a leadership role, where the brahmacharis, they will follow a sannyasi. Just like in ISKCON, the sannyasis will have many brahmachari assistants. So sannyasis are required to inspire brahmacharis and to organize, like generals in the army. So for that reason in ISKCON we take sannyas. But as Mahaprabhu is saying here, Kali Yugi nahi tapajagya. These things are not actually required. No use in being a sannyasi if you don't chant Hare Krishna. And if you do chant Hare Krishna, it doesn't really matter if you're a sannyasi or not. We'll sing another song a little later. It mentions that. Jai Janva Jai Krishna Tar Mahabhagya. Anyone who chants, he is the most fortunate. And he said, Sadhya Sadhan Tatta Jai Kichu Shakal Harinam Shankirtan Miribe Shakal. This is all you need to know. This is the process. You have to gather with the devotees. Harinam Shankirtan Miribe Shakal. In the association of the devotees. You chant Hare Krishna. That is the essence of sadhana. And that is the essence of the sadhya. That is the practice, that is the goal. Just like Mahaprabhu, here we visited the house of Srivas Thakur. What was Mahaprabhu doing? He was just performing the highest form of worship. The goal is to associate with Vaishnavas and chant and dance Hare Krishna. This is all we have to offer. We have no other product. There's nothing else. So if you don't like that, then sorry. Because this is, no, it's not sorry, but this is it. This is it. This is our product. Hearing and chanting in the association of the Vaishnavas. But Mahaprabhu is saying this is the process which will awaken prema. This is all you have to do. Harinam, Harinam, Harinam eva kevalam. Kalo nashteva nashteva gatit annata. This is no other process apart from the holy name. And then, this is very significant, for the first time in his appearance, Mahaprabhu establishes, he distributes the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He establishes this Hare Krishna chanting as the process of deliverance for the age. At this moment, A Shlok Nam Bole Lai Maha Mantra Sholonam Badrishaka Ei Tantra. He says, this is the Maha Mantra. It consists of 16 names and 32 syllables. And he spoke the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to Tapanisha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By constantly chanting and worshipping this Maha Mantra, your heart will feel the first blossoming of love of Godhead. And then gradually you will understand your relationship to the Lord. Mishra kahe, agya hoy, ami shonge ashi, oho. Having got this instruction, now I want to accompany you. Prabhu kahe, tumi shigra jao, Varanasi. I want to come with you. Having received this instruction, I want to come with you. Mahaprabhu replied, you quickly go to Varanasi. And then later, Mahaprabhu, he went through Varanasi, and again he met with Kapan Mishra. And perhaps we can, in this way, Hene mate Prabhu Vangadesha Dhanna Kari Nijagrihe Oilen Gauranga Sri Hari. In this way, after purifying and making auspicious the land of Bangladesh, Sriman Mahaprabhu returned to his own house in Navadip Dham. So in this way, Mahaprabhu, he inaugurated the Sankirtan movement for the first time on his journey in Bangladesh on the banks of the Padmavati River to Kapan Mishra. This is confidential because we can hear, but it wasn't proclaimed as it became proclaimed later. And we'll discuss a little later. We'll chant a little bit now, and then we'll discuss a little bit later how Mahaprabhu began to proclaim the same message in a more public way, particularly in Varanasi. Of course, here in Mayapur,